Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dorios, and today we're trying out a new little game called The Wandering Village. To be very specific, we're trying out the demo of this game. It has not yet released, but I actually did play this on Twitch the other day. It was so much fun. I really wanted to create a little mini series on this demo, and maybe when the actual game fully releases, we can fully play through it because the cutscenes and everything, the imagery is just so beautiful. I love it so much. Let's get right on in. We're gonna go ahead and create a new game.
Driven from our homes by the toxic spores, we kept wandering, looking for shelter. But not in our wildest dreams did we imagine what we would find.
Such a cool little cutscene. It's very interesting. I quite like it. That whole thing, just like the idea of this is like a village built on the back of a creature and everything. We're gonna get to see a little bit more of the tutorial. I'll go ahead and read through this for you guys. Hello, friend. My name is Onbu Mumblemore, and I am the village elder here. Mumblemore.
He likes to mumble on, you know?
Our people, the Neilmans, have traveled far and endured many hardships throughout the years. But now we have come across an Onbu, an ancient beast believed to have gone extinct centuries ago. Our encounter must have been fated. It has most likely been asleep in the ground for a very long time. Maybe it woke up because the toxins keep seeping further and further into the earth. Toxins, ooh. Ooh. The poor thing seems exhausted and has gone back to sleep for now. I once read that Onbu draw their nutrients from the ground. I wonder if it can sustain itself out here. Seems like we need to take care of each other from now on. My experience has brought our people here, but now it is time for you to take over and lead them to a better place. To ease the transition, I could teach you a little of what I've learned. Tutor you, even. A tutorial, so to say. What do you think? Yes. We're gonna go ahead and continue getting a tutorial just so that way I can remember exactly what to do. This is kind of like your basic little city building game. Here's the game goals. Try to survive for as long as you can. To do so, you'll have to provide your villagers with shelter and food, research new technologies, and scavenge materials from all kinds of biomes. Also, don't forget to take care of Onbu, your giant companion. If all your villagers or Onbu die, it's game over. So we have to make sure that no one dies in this, which is the main thing. So it's kind of like a basic like little city builder. We can play pause game. We can enter Onbu view, which is this guy. That's our Onbu. And then this is the main map view, which is also really, really cool. So for this, since it is obviously a city building game, we do have to build things like housing. We're gonna go ahead and build tents in little 4x4 areas. Place our pathways down. We can collect trees. We probably have to collect some berries sometime very soon. So let's go ahead and get on with it. I love the animation style. I love the graphic style. I love how drawn out all the characters look. We're starting our journey. We're cutting down some trees, living life to the fullest on this little Onbu. We started out in the desert this time, which isn't great just because it's a little bit harder to get food, I believe. But as you guys can see, there's like our water, there's some berries, and this is what little logs look like. Because of the toxins, the spores in the air, they do wear like full face and head coverings, which I think is a very good little detail on character design, like because they would want to keep them from breathing in the toxins. So for the next part, we have to have at least one farm. We have to assign plots to our farm and set the amount of workers in our farm. So the last time I did the farm, I basically gave it all the different plots possible. This time we're not going to. We're actually going to put the farm in kind of like a grittier system. Let's also go ahead and collect these trees. I'm not going to do fully grown. I know these trees aren't fully grown, but we're still going to chop them down because our farm is going here. We also need to have a little herbalist, which I forgot where the herbalist is.
There it is.
The herbalist, I'm going to place on the exact opposite side of the farm. So in the little farm, you see the UI, you have the different plants you can harvest, blah, blah, blah. You also have how many workers there are, and you can add and remove plots. We're going to add pretty much all the plots right here. Maybe even a plot up here. And then here you can kind of see like the little farmers and what they look like. They are carrying around the buckets of water so that way they continue to plant some more food, which I believe are beets. Yes, they're beets in the farm. Eventually you can research how to do wheat as well, but they're all working. Whenever something is like gonna be taken up or harvested, they put a little balloon on it, which I think is such a cool and cute way to notify you that that little place is going to be taken up. I love how the art just looks like little stickers too. Like, I kind of hope that we can order stickers of these, and especially of the Onbu. Look at how big and majestic and cool the Onbu looks. Like, look at the scenery in the background. This game just looks absolutely spectacular. I've never actually been in the desert before. This is an interesting place to start. The Onbu didn't even take me in a desert once the last time I played. So, like, this is just, it's a very interesting thing to do. Or maybe we'll just have 2 herb workers. The time being, we need to go ahead and add plots as well to you. So we're going to go ahead and add as many plots here, and then we'll add this up here as well. Kind of like what we did with the farm. And that's partially just so that way all the farming is together. And here the Onbu is getting up. Look at him! Look at the magnificent Onbu just getting up, standing up, ready to take on the day. And look at those little tree trunk of legs moving. I love the moving animation as well, because like when you look at how it walks, it makes a lot of sense that it would be picking up those legs as it picks them up. So it picks up the back, middle, and then front, and then the same, but like the opposite sides, which is very interesting, very cool. We have this entire little area to work out with, but we're just gonna go ahead and continue to farm away. Everybody's out here rocking around, getting ready, building our roads, building our paths, harvesting all of our herbs and everything. What do we need for this? We need stone. So we need to go harvest some stone, which luckily for us is available. Most of it's kind of far away though from us, from our little starting area, but that's fine. So now we have to have an air well and a water tank. So we're going to go ahead and build those. I do like having these fairly close to the farm just because it makes sense, in my opinion, to have these next to the farm, because the air well and the water are what keeps the farms running. Like, because the air well is how we get water in this game. It's a very interesting contraption. Automatically extracts water from the air. Works better at higher humidity levels. No water is produced in deserts. So right now, we're kind of at a loss for water. Really hoping that our Onbu takes us out of the desert, which it looks like it is. It's going to take us into a jungle. What are these oases? So you can actually send out little parties of people to go out there and look for things in the oases in the different little areas out there. So an air well and a water tank. I believe we have all the materials needed for both of these. And if we speed up the game a little bit, because you can speed up the game, you can kind of see a little bit better how the Onbu walks, which I think is really interesting and really cool. And you guys, I love this game. I love city building games. I love just how this game looks. And it does have quite a few twists, as we'll see as we go on with the game. Yeah, so it just says it's not working because we're in the desert right now. So in here, we can collect all of our food. So all of our berries, all of our beets will go in here. We also have a material storage area, which I think I am going to put next to this storage area. We might actually go ahead and put 2 of them right here. That way we can kind of like block this off. We could add for this one just some casually back here behind the tents. Maybe this is like a little community garden type of deal right here, or something like that. So we have to have a research building now. I think we're gonna go ahead and put our research building over here, kind of behind the tents and everything, just like right here. It kind of fits perfectly for if we want to put paths around it. It looks like we're collecting quite a few herbs, which are going to be very important later. This was our starting point back here, and we're about to run into some nomads. The nomads, I believe, will automatically be added into our village. We are on day 3 of our journey already. Our journey traveling across this vast desert with our little Onbu. I didn't realize that you could get a view like this. That's really cool. But a vast journey traveling with our little Onbu. Trying to figure out where we're gonna settle, what we're gonna do. Is there any land free of these spores? We do not know yet. We only have 6 water stored, which isn't a lot, unfortunately. The Onbu is starting to get sleepy. I really just hope that he sleeps in the jungle. As we can see, we see all the mushroom spores kind of around. Believe that these are kind of like mushroom spores too, even in the desert. And then we have the mushroom spores all out here in the jungle. As we're traveling into the jungle, I'm very excited because we're finally going to start gathering some water in our little air well. The humidity is at 150% production. It's very damp. I believe that our farms will do very well as well. It's at 100% growth right now. This is the best climate we could ask for farming, for anything like that. We just picked up a group of nomads, so we are going to have some homeless nomads in our group, which we will add a couple of houses for. We can now research different items, such as the kitchen, which makes berries, beets, and Onbu blood, which... That's the only one that gets me, is the fact that they collect Onbu blood is a little bit creepy to me. How do they have so many balloons? That's all I'm gonna say. Like, they must just take this blue cloth or something and inflate it somehow. Maybe it's with the Onbu's breath or gases that it secretes. And they just have balloons put on everything. So we're currently producing 15 food and consumptions at 17. So our consumption and production are a little bit off, but it's not terrible yet. We also have a berry gatherer, which wouldn't be a bad idea to place down in an area that has a lot of berry bushes. Right here would be a good spot for a berry gatherer. We're only getting rid of one of the berry bushes here, and as long as we don't touch the rest of the berry bushes, they should be fine to kind of do their thing. This is what the researchers look like. They have kind of like this all-seeing eye symbol, which I think is very interesting. Don't know if that's like their religion, their culture, what that is exactly, but I think it's very interesting. They have like an all-seeing eye on their hat. I really like how the herbalist hut looks like. It has like the mushrooms and stuff. We collect the herbs, and then we can heal people with them. I love how the farm looks as well. I like there's a little kite almost flying up here. Is it like a kite? I don't know. What do you guys think that is? Is it a kite? Let me know. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think that is on the building. The next part of this is food refinement. We need to have a carpenter, a stonecutter, and a kitchen. Don't believe we've researched the kitchen fully yet, but we can get the carpenter and stonecutter at the very least. Both of these guys, I'm going to go ahead and place over here near the material storage. Now they'll be able to cut stone, make some planks, and I believe we need stone and planks for the kitchen anyways. Those are great to place down right away. So there's the stone cutter. They look very interesting. And then right here, we're going to go ahead and have the carpenter. So right now, they are both just going to have one person because we don't need those materials super bad at the moment. This is a mushroom farm. This is food for the Onbu. Eventually, we'll be able to place you down. What do we need? Wood and stone for that one as well. Right here, we have the berry gatherers. So it looks like we now have enough resources for the mycologist. Plants and harvest mushrooms as ingredients for Onbu food. Plots must be placed on dirt soil. And right here, collects berries from nearby berry bushes without damaging them. The more berry bushes surrounding the building, the more efficient it is. So we do have a decent amount of berry bushes surrounding this building, so that's not half bad. Efficiency's at 60%. That's honestly probably the first building you want to place down in reality is the berry gatherer and the farm and then the herbalist. Those are the first ones you want to place down. If we're being completely honest, choose your next research. We're going to go and get the village doctor because it has a little star next to it. Heals poison villagers using herbs. We're going to accept that. That is definitely a must. And here we have our kitchens, which these I am also going to place kind of next to this pantry here. I am going to place down 2 of them because they can only produce one form of the food at a certain time. And we have both berries and beets that we can be doing for them. It looks like the berry pickers actually wear kind of like these construction uniforms. It looks like we're slowly moving towards the mountain biome, despite there being food over here for our Onbu, which is kind of unfortunate, but it'll be fine. The mountain biome isn't too bad. It's just hopefully we collect a decent amount of water here. It looks like we have the little mushroom farmers. We're going to go ahead and add some plots over here. Kind of doing the same type of thing that we did before. I don't think we're going to get more than 2 villagers farming this area. So since we don't have any resources for this house right now, we are going to go ahead and lock it so that way there's no workers for the time being. And then we'll go ahead and have them go out collecting the trees. We are also going to have someone creating beet soup. We have the option between beet soup and berry muesli, but we're going to do beet soup this time. And then the second one, we'll do the berries. So we need to have at least 1 worker post and have at least 2 carriers. So I think we're going to go ahead and get rid of these roads so that way I can place the worker post right there. And then we can go ahead and place the roads down like that. It won't be completely flush, but that's the fun part of having a little grid system like this, is the roads are a little bit different in different spots. Adds a little bit of interest, you know? Oh, it looks like our Onbu is getting up. We're on the move again. Or no, it's laying down. I believe the Onbu is sleeping. I was like, we've been on the move, haven't we? Our Onbu is going to sleep. I love the little hand. It's yawning. That's so cute. I don't think I've ever seen it yawn. Oh my goodness, it's adorable. You guys, I think we're gonna go ahead and end off this first episode, this first part of this game demo here. Definitely make sure to go check it out on Steam. Add it to your wish list if you guys are enjoying this video, so that way you guys can be notified whenever the game comes out. I'm definitely going to get the full game. We're probably going to do a full series to see how long exactly I can survive on the Onbu whenever the game does come out. If you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what your favorite part about this game is so far. Is it the art style? Is it the Onbu itself? Is it the villagers? Is it the storyline that we've so far seen? Let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. I love it all. I think this game is amazing. I will see you guys all in the next video. See you guys all soon. Bye!